Look at that sexy man right there. There he is. You know who that is? That's the birthday boy. Let's welcome Anchor John Hayden. He's also, it's his birthday, people. All right. Free sex for his birthday. All right. He's a journalist for 31 years. He now focuses on hyper-local reporting covering LGBTQ plus issues. Wilton Manors, Lauderdale by the Sea, Fort Lauderdale, Oakland Park. You can see all of his reports at Greater Wilton Manors on YouTube and Facebook. Welcome back to the show, John. And tell me what's happening out, boo.
Oh, my gosh. So much stuff is happening out. Good things.
Yes.
Good things are happening out. In a time when our trans sisters and brothers are persecuted from every angle, a ray of hope. I went to TransEd's scholarship presentation and left with a full heart.
Please join me in congratulating Ziaria James, recipient of a $5,000 TransEd scholarship.
A name called, a hug given, a future propelled. That sequence played out over and over again at Graybox Theater during the TransEd scholarship presentation. The program has grown from $2,500 just 2 years ago to $26,500 this year, benefiting 9 students.
So what are you studying?
Industrial design. It's kind of like designing products.
Okay.
And I want to do specifically a focus in accessibility. So products like ways to make it easier to put a wheelchair in a car, for example, because that's a new worry.
Yeah.
But just every problem that I have is probably a problem that someone else has.
TransEd founder Francesca D'Amore says this is another way that we can let trans youth know that they have a community that loves them.
I think for them, it allows them to know that somebody has their back, that somebody understands their journey. And they're just amazing. I love these kids. I'm an elder. I could call them kids.
And perhaps the most powerful moment of the night came from one of their GED success stories.
And finding this program was not only life-changing, but truly a game changer, where I realized that with so much support that I'm getting, that I can absolutely accomplish all of my dreams and more, that I am capable, and that anything that I had felt when I was in high school and the way that people made me feel is not a permanent feeling. And TransEd is truly such a supportive and accepting program, and yeah, I'm really glad that I found it.
Oh, and I'm really glad that I went to that event.
Yes.
You know, you get to meet the kids. I get to meet some of their parents, and to see all that support and love. It makes me remember that's the narrative that we need to tell, and that's the narrative we need to tell. We always hear about the bad things, and there's a lot of bad out there, but there's a lot of love out there, and there's a lot of support, and then we were able to get together with these kids and TransEd and Francesca. I'll let you go on about Francesca, but oh my God,
I love her too. I'm trying to hold on to myself to not erupt, you know, because Francesca D'Amore is a gift.
She's the soul.
She is the soul, all right, and she just wanted to help some kids get their GED, right? And like you said in your news story, a couple of years ago, the scholarship was $2,500, and now they're up to $26,000.
Amazing.
You know, a couple of years ago, Unity on the Bay, which me and Dale are a part of, you know, we were so blessed to be able to help towards that scholarship. You know, we were able to give $2,500 to that scholarship fund. And I mean, these kids could be president.
Wow.
Because they're supported in that way, right? And that last person who picked up, you know, you can just tell, like, you don't know what they've been through, right? But they probably wouldn't have finished school or gotten their GED if it wasn't for TransEd. So big shout out going to Francesca, to Vaughn Biggs. I love you, Vaughn, all right? And to the whole entire board, everybody. I saw the Floaterama people in there as well. Scott Schramm was in there. Roderick was there. Our fund was there, you know, David Jobin. I mean, everybody who had a part in this. Thank you, right? That's our future.
Yeah, and also that's a bubble. It feels like it's in a bubble of goodness and feeling good and happiness and positivity. I want that. That's the bubble I want to live in, but I want it to expand to embrace the entire universe.
Yeah. So, you know, make sure that you follow TransEd. Make sure that you follow Francesca D'Amore, right? Maybe you want to further your education, right? Maybe this could be your next role, your next, the next chapter in your book, right, Kevin? Right? You never know where that's going to come from. And, that little sign that says, this is your sign to go apply for the next TransEd scholarship. Great reporting, John, as per usual. Thank you very much. And there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.